welcome back to Success with Jess, and I hope you are loving this podcast as much as I am loving doing it, and I cannot wait to talk about today's episode because I know you're all wondering, did I grow up on a farm? Well, I'll tell you later. Okay, so first of all, we're going to talk about this project that Miranda and I worked behind the scenes on. This little high top shoes video JoJo did.
Kind of major.
A+ costumers right here. Hey. Okay, I mean, we put the stones on. We put the letters on.
It's a homemade project.
It was. Miranda, you painted the shoes?
Sure did.
Yeah, we got like the socks. We killed those costumes, Miranda.
With Michael's, all things is possible.
Little sprinkle of Michael's. I'm like, go get paint. She's like, okay. It's crazy. And those kids, they loved those shoes. They're like, we get to keep these? Yes. I'm like, yes, you do.
Oh.
Yes, it's all you. Yes. So, I mean, yeah, we nailed it. And if you guys haven't watched the video yet, go check it out after you listen to this podcast. Don't go check it out right now. Right? I mean, we don't want to lose our people. So.
But JoJo did we did a lot.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll talk about JoJo.
JoJo
Fine.
did a little bit of work on
Well,
that.
see, okay, this is how it happened. Is JoJo was bored, so I was like, okay, I have an idea. Let's make a music video. You could produce it. You could choreograph it. She was like, yeah. She was so into it. So for the very first time, she came up with a concept. She casted the dancers. She did all the choreography. She figured out the shots. Like, unreal. Told us what she wanted for costumes.
Yeah.
I mean, probably told Nate a little bit of how she wanted it edited, had the music remixed. She literally was her own production company.
Yeah. What a boss.
Incredible. And she did it with her friend Beth Ann. And the production company is called Jana and Jana. And I'm the
What?
Yes, I'm the okay, because they need me. So it's like Jana and Jana. So if it's like a plus or if it's like and, that's me.
Is that your merch?
That's my merch. I'm the That's incredible. I'm about to run with that right now.
Love it.
Yes. Okay. So for everyone wondering, when I say I'm from Nebraska, but actually I was born in Iowa, you know what people say to me? They say, do you live on a farm? Did you grow up on a farm? Do you have like a lot of animals? My answer to that is no. Nope. Plenty of people do grow up on farms, and plenty of people do that whole thing, and that is a whole amazing way of life, but that is not what we did. We had a normal house with a driveway and a fence, and we lived in a neighborhood that had a school, and it was just normal. It probably was very comparable to where everyone lives now. Where I live now is probably not comparable to where anyone lives. No. We don't even have a drive-through here. Like when you're like driving around California and you're like, there's a drive-through Starbucks. Even if you don't want a Starbucks, you just drive through because they don't have drive-throughs here. That was the biggest shock when we came here. And then if you want to just go to Target, no, you got to get like a parking thing, and you got to like go in, and then you got to remember to pay your parking, and then you got to keep the thing out because then when you leave, you got to stick it in the machine. Like, you don't just like go to Target, park your car, and walk in. It's a whole situation out here, and our Targets are 3 floors here. How do you get your cart up and down? Oh, they have special escalators just for your cart. And make sure you put it on right and you don't clog the escalator like some people do. Like, oh my God, I'm at Target so many times and people's stuff is just like falling down, spilling everywhere, stuck. I'm like, it's a whole different way of life out here. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And the same thing with my Nebraska life. Like, I loved that life too, and been so fortunate to experience both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy.
Yeah. How long have you been living out in California?
I have been living on and off here since JoJo was like 12, but then solidly here since JoJo was like 13 and a half.
Wow.
So I guess there's not much difference. So we'll go with JoJo's 13 and a half, and now she's like 17, so 3.5 years. Yeah. Like, that's a long time. And I think like I'm finally to the point where I feel like California is home. Like this is where I live. We do still have our house in Nebraska and we're not selling it. We're keeping it. I don't know why.
It holds a lot of memories.
It does. It has a lot of fun memories and it also has a lot of stuff in it.
Oh.
And the thought of going back there and backing it all up, like it overwhelms me. Like it just, it's just like I have so much clothes there and just ribbon and just stuff. I did go back and get some of JoJo's costumes and stuff. So none of her like good stuff is there, but yeah.
It may turn into one of those like celebrities' childhood homes.
I would love that. That's
Museum.
my plan. You know what I want to do? I want to do this. I want to turn it into a JoJo Siwa have a party at my house.
Yes.
And put like rooms that have like all these cute little themes and kids can have parties there and like beds on top, like bunk beds built in, and because it has a pool so they could swim. And like I just think it would be like you could go have a party at JoJo's house. Like, yeah. I think that'd be so fun.
Oh my goodness.
That's my long-term goal. And some of my friends in Nebraska were like, we'll do it for you. Like we'll totally run it and we'll redecorate it and we'll do it all. So, cause like the basement, magical. Sorry.
On cue.
The basement is magical. I feel like I just grew fairy wings. Clearly we got a new soundboard today.
We're learning.
We're learning. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. See, this is why like we're just real. We're not like adding sound effects where they don't belong or anything. We're just testing out the board.
You walk into JoJo's house
And it's magical. That's incredible. So down in the basement, what's a basement? Like some people don't even know what a basement is. So the basement's like this whole nother level under your house. And in California, if you want a basement, it's way extra. Like they don't have basements here. I think because they have earthquakes or something, but in Nebraska, everyone has a basement. And like our basement had a movie theater room and a dance studio.
Of course.
That was the best room in the house. This big dance studio and it had our costumes all over the walls and we lived in our basement all the time. Like I just watch her dance over and over and over. It was magical.
So you've lived in two very different worlds. Mm-hmm. You have Nebraska, the Midwest, and now you're out here in LA, California. What do you think is the most different thing about California compared to Nebraska, or Nebraska compared to California?
Yeah. California is like a hustle. Like I feel like everyone here is hustling and you have to. A lot of people have to work several jobs just to make it here. Or they have to work a part-time job because they're trying to do something in the entertainment field and they don't have consistent work. So I feel like everyone out here is hustling. Everyone's in a hurry. Like even when you drive here, you can cut people off and they'll let you in. You know, it's just like you just like go in front of people and they're like expecting it. In Nebraska, you like put your signal on and you like get over and it's a whole different thing. And everybody, I feel like, just gets up and they take their kids to school and they go to work and they come home and they play in the yard and they talk to the neighbors and they have like neighborhood block parties. And it's just not like that here. It's just different, you know. It's just everyone's in a hurry. Everyone's going somewhere and they're trying to like make things work and it's competitive. I feel like it's more competitive because there's more people but I also at the same time feel like there's more opportunity. There's several different schools that you can pick from for your children, like rather than just going to the school because it's in your neighborhood. There's options here. And there's options, you know, if your kid's like STEAM class, there's actual STEAM labs that you can take your kids to, and tons of acting, tons of dancing, tons of singing, like so much opportunity here versus in Nebraska, there might just be like a few dance schools or one or two places to play baseball. Here, it's like sky is the limit. And don't even get me started on the restaurants.
We're going to get to that.
Because there are a lot of good restaurants here. I mean, it is like the capital of amazing places to go have dinner here.
So you didn't grow up on a farm, but I'm assuming you've had some experience with like cows, horses, pigs, chickens at some point in your life.
Really? No? Well, okay. I'll tell you my experience with animals because in Nebraska, there's this huge thing every year, and it's called River City Roundup, okay? And honestly, I don't even know the history behind it or anything, but it's kind of like the state fair, but it's not the state fair. It's like River City Roundup, and you can go, and they have all of these animals on display, and you can like see the state's like biggest cow, the state's biggest pig. Like they have all the stuff on display. And when they have like this big parade, and it's a big deal in school, and all the kids wear like cowboy gear. And I was like a young mom, and I didn't really know. And so I took my kids to River City Roundup dressed as like Woody and Jessie from Toy Story because like that's what we did in our house. You know, we liked Toy Story, and those were cowboys and cowgirls. So that was kind of like those were the animals. And I do remember going to the Omaha, like what's that called? I don't even know what that was called. So I do remember going to like the Iowa State Fair. And they had the same thing, like the livestock that people had raised all year, and it was a competition, and the best calf, and like the best, like, and they also had like the baking contest, you know, where people would submit their entries, and like they would have like the blue ribbons and like the winners, and all these people would judge all this stuff all weekend. It's like a really big thing for these people. Like it's called 4-H. I don't know if people have heard of 4-H. I wasn't active in it. It wasn't my thing, but it's a lot of my friends that I went to high school with, like their kids do it now, and like they're into 4-H and all that, and it's cool. You know, it's kind of like it's like sewing. It's like things that we need to keep alive. And so like if you ever get a chance to go to a state fair, it's kind of cool. I mean, yeah.
Your taste of the Midwest life.
Yes.
So, hypothetical question for you. You go to visit Omaha, your plane lands, and you have an itinerary. What are like the top 3 things that you must do in Omaha when you go back to make your trip complete?
Okay. Well, the first thing we do is we always rent a car. So we get to the car rental place, and we start driving to the hotel, and we immediately order Casey's Pizza. And if you don't know what Casey's Pizza is, I'm going to describe it for you. It's from a gas station, and it is the best freaking pizza on the planet. I don't know what it is. I think it's the cheese. It's the sauce. It's like the best thing ever. So we order a hamburger pizza and a taco pizza. And then Jojo likes these pizza bites, so we always order those. And the best thing about Casey's Pizza, it's open 24 hours.
Hey.
So no matter when you land, it's the best. And then we also like their breakfast pizza. So when you land, you get it at night, and then you wake up and you get it in the morning. And they don't deliver, but they have Postmates there now. So you can like order it on Postmates. But oh my gosh, you guys, if you're ever driving and you see a Casey's, just stop and get pizza. Trust me, I promise you. Okay. The next thing we have to do when we land there is there's this place called La Mesa, and they have the best cheese dip, and my family is obsessed with cheese dip, and it's mostly Jojo that's obsessed with cheese dip. So we've been going there forever, and no place in California has cheese dip. Like if anyone knows of a place in California that has cheese dip, please tell me on Facebook or Instagram, because there's nowhere out here that has queso cheese dip, and we miss it so much. And yeah. And then the next thing that I have to do when my plane lands is I do have to see my family and my friends.
Oh, right.
You know, right. Yes. I have to see my friends like Deanna and Sarah and Kim and Janelle and Ann. And then I have to see my family, depending on where Tom's parents are living. We see them. I see Joe and Teresa, Miranda's parents, and then Tom's brother Ron and his wife Stacy. So like we always try to like see everybody, but I found that it's been easier to just like say, everybody, we're all going to dinner at this one place, and then just have everybody come at once, and then I can just see everybody, and I don't have to worry about like missing some people and trying to coordinate everything. So that's what I usually try to do. But Casey's Pizza, La Mesa cheese dip for the win.
Jess recommends.
Oh yes. And one time, this is the best story about Casey's Pizza. We were at Walmart in Arkansas celebrating JoJo's 14th birthday. It was the launch of her doll. It was on her birthday. So we're at Walmart headquarters in Bentonville, Arkansas. Like it's like the headquarters, and it was her birthday, and they're like, JoJo, what can we bring you? We want to make you this really special birthday lunch for your break time, because we know you're working and we know it's your birthday. And she's like, when we were driving here, I saw a Casey's. Can you bring me some pizza from Casey's? And they're like, you want pizza from a gas station? We're like, yep, she does. And we all want it too. So make sure you get a lot. And so it's just like, I think people have this vision of celebrities and celebrity moms or whatever, blog people. Did I just call myself a blog person? No, I'm not a blogger. I'm a podcaster. Okay, so I think people have this image like, oh, I would like a filet and some crab legs on the side, you know, with a baked potato with some chives on it. And we're like, no, we just want like a beef pizza and a taco pizza from the gas station. And I like a Diet Coke from the fountain. You know, if you give me the bottle, I'm not going to like it. I'll just have water. So that's like how we roll. Like,
real simple.
Yeah, it's real simple. It's normal. You know, we're still normal. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Except when it comes to your car. Because you have a car in your driveway.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
And it's bright red.
Yes, yes.
And so I have to ask, this being a show about Nebraska.
Yes.
Did you buy the car that you call Lil Red because you are a Nebraska Cornhuskers Go Big Red fan?
No.
Wah, wah.
No. Wah, wah, wah. Not the magical sound effects. No way. No way. I respect all the football players and that whole situation, but I have been to one game.
In your life?
In my life. In my life. And I think I was miserable the whole time and we didn't even stay. Like, it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like, I just not my thing. It's just not. And I'll tell you how we got that car. This is how we got that car. We were hungry. And JoJo said, you want to go to McDonald's? And
Simple
I said, sure. So we're driving down Ventura Boulevard to McDonald's to drive through. And there's a Mercedes dealer. And we're like, hey, they have a red G-Wagon. Let's go check it out. So we go in and we check out the red G-Wagon and we purchase it on the way to McDonald's.
Sure.
Sure. Why not? Okay. So we'd been looking, but we had never seen a red one. So we bought the red one and we thought it was cool because red is YouTube color.
Oh.
So that's how it kind of made sense for us. Because we were like, should we get a pink one, a red one, a black one, a white one? And when we saw the red, it was like the color of YouTube and it was like perfect for us. So about 3 hours in, we bought the car. We're leaving. And she's like, are we still going to McDonald's? And I was like, well, we can. And she's like, you know what I'd rather do? I'm like, what? I'd rather go to Little Caesars and get breadsticks. So we go to Little Caesars and we get breadsticks. And she's like, do you want to open up the back and like sit in the back?
Stop it.
We're camping out in the parking lot, eating Little Caesars out of the back of the G-Wagon the day we got the car. Like, I'm telling you, like, people were taking pictures of us. We're just like dipping it in the garlic butter and eating the bread. Like, yeah. That was our day. And we will never forget that day. It's the best day. And we call it Little Red. I'm not sure why, but
Because it's big.
because it's big and it's loud. It's so loud. But it's my favorite thing to drive. I love it so much. So grateful for it. I love it.
Okay, still on sports. I have to know.
Okay.
When the kids were growing up and you were living in Nebraska, were you the soccer mom showing up at the games with bags of sliced oranges?
Okay. No, everyone in Nebraska, all their kids play soccer. I did not know this, okay? Because honestly, I moved to Nebraska in 5th grade. So I missed the whole like grade school soccer thing, okay? So we signed Jaden up for school at St. James. And I didn't really realize this. Everyone plays soccer. Everyone plays with their school team and they all go to Okoboji at the end of the year. And it's like this huge, big deal. And if you don't play soccer, like you're just not in the whole like mom soccer, like group club thing. Okay. So Jaden just played baseball, you know, and it wasn't as popular as soccer, but yeah, I'm not a soccer mom. And even at baseball, I'm like, we're not bringing treats. Like we're not doing that. Like just play the game and let's just go out for pizza after. Yeah, I don't know. I did sign Jane up for soccer though one time, and he was not good at it.
Oh no!
He was not good. I felt so bad for him because he tried so hard. It just was bad. And my husband was like, "Don't ever sign him up for this again." He was like trying to run, and my friend Kelly was like, "Did you put weights in Jaden's shoes?"
Stop it.
I was like, nope. He just was not. It just wasn't. It was like in baseball, you like hit it and you run. You know, soccer, the whole game was like running and you didn't know where he was running. And no, just no. no sports. No, just baseball.
But you were a dance mom.
Oh, I was a dance mom. Oh, I was like, I still am a dance mom. Like, yeah. I mean, so crazy. A dance mom forever. And then we landed the show and like it just like validated it. Yes. Could you imagine if it was like a soccer mom show? Like,
I might be into it.
It might be kind of funny. Right? Watch him like just kick the ball. Come on.
You forgot the oranges.
What are the oranges even for?
I don't know. Why is that a thing?
It's so weird. I don't know. I don't want to know. All those people that play soccer, just do your thing. I support you. Go to the World Cup. Do it all. I liked it when Shakira sang the song, like the Waka Waka Africa. Yeah, that was good. But that's really all I know about soccer. And if you don't play, you don't go to Okoboji, and you're not like in the soccer moms club at school. Yes, that's what it is.
So we know what you love about Nebraska, but you are, I think, officially a California gal.
Yeah.
So you kind of talked about this a little bit, but what do you love about living here now?
Well, first of all, the weather is incredible. It's beautiful every single day. One of the people that JoJo used to work with, one of her old managers used to say, it's another beautiful, boring day in California. And I'm like, I will never get sick of the blue sky. It's incredible. Like the ocean, I don't really go to the ocean a lot, but it's cool to have it here in case I want to go.
It's an option.
It's an option. It's cool to have it as an option. Yeah, that's where I'm at with the ocean. I love my house. I love that my family's here. Like I just feel so lucky. You know, I remember when I would visit California and I would look around and I would think, God, these people get to live here.
Right.
And now I got to live here. Yeah. You know, I used to always know I was going back to Nebraska and going home, and now I'm not. I'm here. Yeah.
So I was watching in my YouTube recommends, there was a little clip from Dance Moms.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think it aired on TV. It's just like an online exclusive.
Oh, I like those.
And it was you had some guests come to visit you on set, and they were called your Blonderage.
Yes. Oh my God, that was the best day ever. Yes.
And so it makes me wonder, like, okay, when you have your friends come visit from Nebraska, like, what does Jesselyn do to entertain her friends when they come to visit?
Well, first of all, let's talk about the Blonderage.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, because
please do.
You know me, I've always got like something secret up my sleeve, and I'm always trying to like pitch something or do something. And I wanted the producers of Dance Moms to make me a studio to go against Abby with my Blonderage.
Wow.
And they were like kind of drinking my Kool-Aid for a little bit. Okay, so that's how my Blonderage ended up there. Oh. They were into it. Yes. Okay.
Planting some seeds.
Yes. Okay. So they came to shoot the Boomerang video. And so then like the producers found out that they were there, and they were like, have your moms come to set. And I was like, oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Right. So they are my Blonderage. They are like my friends. I don't know why, but we all have blonde hair. All our kids have blonde hair. It is the craziest thing. And they're all beautiful. And they're all tall like me. It's so crazy. Like I used to love sitting by Holly on Dance Moms because she was tall. Right. And I was like, you make me feel normal. You know, like Melissa was tiny and Jill was tiny and Kira was tiny, and Holly and I were like, yeah, we're 5'8", 5'9". You know, like, so like that was my Blonderage moms. They are tall and they are blonde and they're phenomenal. I love those girls so much. And they would come anytime. If I was like, do you guys want to come to California for the weekend? They would be like, yep, we're there. And I would always try to think of like fun things to do. Like I used to take them to Dash, where like Kardashians used to have that store. Yes. I used to take them to like In-N-Out at LAX. I used to put blankets in my car, and you can like, there's a picnic area and you can lay on the ground and like the planes like fly right over your head. It's incredible. And then I would take them to like the Grove and the Americana. Like I just wanted them to see like all of the LA stuff. We never really were beach people though. We never really went to the beach. To the pier a little bit, like the Santa Monica pier with the rides and stuff, but not really the beach. And they always wanted to go to Abby's studio and dance and take a class and do the whole Dance Moms thing. But yeah.
So you were in the dance world as a mom.
Yeah.
Studio owner.
Yeah.
competition judge.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you noticed any differences with like the dance culture, like from the Midwest versus out here on the West Coast.
There's so much difference. And I don't think people realize that. You know, it just wasn't until I started judging and getting out of Nebraska that I realized what was out there. You know, I would come to the West Coast and these kids would be turning like so much, and their costumes were unreal. They had the best fabric and so many rhinestones, and they were just in your face, and like they knew how to work the judges and work the camera, because probably a lot of them had been working as dancers. And then you'd go to the East Coast and the dancers would have like heels and they would be wearing tights, and the West Coast dancers didn't wear tights, and they were more like carried, and they were like all about lengthening and long arms, and they were groomed to go to Broadway or to maybe be a Rockette, a little different than commercial dance. And so I started trying to honestly judge more on the West Coast because I liked that style. I liked that in your face, more aggressive style of dance. And wow, yeah, what a huge education for a dance teacher stuck in Nebraska to get to judge and go see all this incredible talent. And even today, like I always feel bad, like for the kids that are in Nebraska dancing that don't get a see. But now there's Instagram and all the teachers are posting stuff. So like it's not, they're not as isolated as they used to be, but it's tough for those kids. You know, like out here in California, those kids get these amazing teachers at their studio every week. But if you're from Nebraska, you have to go to a convention and you have to pay extra to take from these people. So it's different. It's harder to be a dancer from Nebraska, but those kids train hard. A lot of good dancers come out of Nebraska.
Good. How did you incorporate some of the things you were learning into your own studio?
You know, I tried to bring in choreographers for my kids. I met a great friend, Patrice, out here, and I've known her forever. And she would always come to my studio, and honestly, she would bring used costumes. And my parents were so happy to get her kids costumes because they were custom made and they were beautiful. And so I always tried to bring in like different people for my kids to learn off of and learn from. And then when the like YouTube and Instagram started to be a thing, I tried to pull people off of there that they liked. And then I tried to take my kids. You know, I would take them to Vegas for nationals or take them to Florida for nationals and try to get them out of Nebraska. It's hard because like parents, dance is expensive, you know, and then to be like, oh, we're going to Vegas at the end of the year, like that's like a huge commitment for a lot of people. And so it's the best thing to do is to like open their eyes to what's out there and let them see what's out there. And like if a Broadway show, I remember when 42nd Street came to Omaha, I would buy group tickets, you know, so all the kids could go see 42nd Street, and then we would dance to the music and just try to teach them, you know. But like Abby, she had her studio in Pittsburgh. She was taking her kids to New York all the time, you know, like it's hard to like compete with that and educate those kids. But I tried. I mean, I tried as hard as I could.
Okay, so now we're going to do something a little bit different because I love hearing you talk about things that you love.
Okay.
And that you recommend. So this is going to be kind of a best of.
All right.
And it's going to be like best of Omaha, best of Nebraska.
Okay.
Versus like LA.
Okay, cool.
So if people might be interested in like visiting Omaha, because it's the home of the Siwa family.
Go to the JoJo Party House. Coming soon.
This is where Jess is going to tell you have to go, you have to eat it, you have to see it. And side note, there is a lot of food related topics because, well, we love a good meal.
We love to eat. Okay, just be honest. It brings people together.
Right.
I love it. Like, what else do you do? I don't drink. I don't want to go to the bar. Like, I don't like that. Like, if I have like 3 drinks of wine, like not 3 glasses, like 3 drinks, I'm good. So like, I don't drink. So I just feed my people. That's what I do.
All right. So Jess recommends Omaha, Nebraska. What's the best pizza?
Casey's. Gas station.
Already.
Okay, but if you don't want to go to the gas station, Big Fred's. Big Fred's. Oh, hands down. You got to get the cheese mix though. Like the Romano and the mozzarella mixed together. Yes.
Pro tip.
Yes.
Best fries.
Oh, Runza. I got to go Runza. Crinkle cut fries. So good. And the ranch, you could like drink the ranch. So good.
I agree. Runza Ranch is, it's magic.
It's magical.
Okay. It's time for a nice steak dinner. If you're in Omaha, where are you going?
Embarrassing. Uh-oh. The casino. It's the best place ever. Oh my God, I love it. It's the best. They have the best steakhouse there. Yep.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. It's Binions. It's called Binions. It's so good. I would go there right now.
All right, this next one's a little specific. The best salad dressing.
Oh, you guys, Dorothy Lynch. Like, they don't even sell it. Everybody needs to go on Amazon today and order a bottle of Dorothy Lynch. It is incredible. You want to know something embarrassing?
Sure.
Okay. We go to Marie Callender's out here,
Uh-huh.
and they have like a salad bar. We bring a bottle of Dorothy Lynch.
You're those people.
I'm those people. Yep, we do. And we don't put it, I mean, we just go to our table and we put it on and we stick it back in our bag. Yeah, it's so good. So everybody go order some Dorothy Lynch. It's
What's
so
it
good.
like? What is it about the Dorothy Lynch?
You know,
for
it's
people who
not
haven't
like
had it?
French and it's not like Thousand Island, but it's like kind of like those two mixed together. It's like tangy. And if you mix it with ranch, like if you put like on your salad, like half Dorothy Lynch and half ranch, heaven on a salad. Okay, it's so good. So good, I promise. So good.
Best queso or cheese sauce in Omaha.
Okay, there's two. There's white queso is at La Mesa and yellow queso is at Romeo's. Yeah, so good. I could go to both of them and just like back and forth.
Best mozzarella sticks.
Oh, Malara's. So good. You guys, I don't know what they do. I think they take a noodle, like a big noodle, and they put mozzarella in it and then they deep fry it. It's like so good. It's wrong. I actually made Jaden, when he drove out here with Miranda, stop there, get some mozzarella sticks, buy a cooler, and bring them home. And he did it. It was so
Mind
good.
you, my SUV was filled to the brim with all of my own material possessions to move here. And Jaden walks out with a Yeti full of mozzarella sticks.
Now, in my defense, the mozzarella sticks were like this big, okay? And the Yeti he bought was like this big. He could have bought like a Ziploc baggie with ice in it and it would have been fine, but he had to go buy this huge Yeti.
But we made it happen and they were
It was totally
delicious.
fine. Yes,
Confirmed.
yes.
All right, you got to go shopping. What's the best mall or the place to shop in Omaha?
Well, Von Mar.
Okay.
For sure. I would say Von Mar is my favorite store. Yeah, I mean, that's really, yeah, that's my favorite place there. I love Von Mar a lot, but I also love Super Target. You know, like where I lived in Omaha, there was like, if I pulled out of my neighborhood, there was like a Super Target to the left and a Super Walmart to the right. And I just loved going back and forth. It was like my favorite. Yeah. And it's not like it is out here. It's different like there, because here they have farmers markets and they don't let like the stores have as much produce and stuff. But if you go to like Target or Walmart in Nebraska, it's like unreal.
Everything you could ever want.
Everything. I promise you, it's not like it is out here in California. Here, there's like a bucket of strawberries and a bucket of blueberries. In Omaha, it's like everywhere. It's the best.
Okay, it's time to go grocery shopping. What's your favorite grocery store?
Hy-Vee, because there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Every aisle.
Yes, Hy-Vee is the best place ever. And I always joke about the grocery stores out here being like pop-up grocery stores, because in Nebraska, the chip row is like the whole row. Okay, out here, if you want potato chips, there's like a little section. And there's a lot of like healthy people out here. You're like eating ice cream and you're like, this is tofu, but it says ice cream. Like, it's just so different out here. And like the frozen pizza in Nebraska, the row is like huge. Out here, there's like a little bit, and then there's like all these like natural ones and cauliflower crust. And I'm like, come on. I just want like a Totino's party pizza. Like, right?
99 cents.
Yes. I eat those all day, every day.
Okay.
One time we went to Vaughn's and I was like, I just want to leave and go to another store. And Tom's like, why? And I'm like, because I don't have the pizza I want. It's like so hard to find frozen pizza here.
Come on, California.
I know. So we left and went to Ralph's. Only Tom Seo would drive me to another grocery store.
And then you ordered Nebraska pizza that was shipped across the country.
Oh, yes. I always have it delivered. Happy Joe's. It's so good because they don't sell taco pizza out here.
Rude.
And so we have to have taco pizza shipped in. Yeah, I have Chicago pizza shipped in. Oh, yes. Gold Belly. They have that on speed dial. Yes.
A place for a weekend family activity.
In Nebraska?
Yeah. What would you go do? What did you do on the weekends?
Well, we had a pool in our backyard.
Oh.
And so we would have people over all day long. It started like Friday at after work for me, like a little earlier than Tom, and then all day Saturday, and then all day Sunday. And finally on Sunday night, Tom would be like, get these people out of here. I got to work tomorrow. I'd be like, okay. And we just would listen to like Jimmy Buffett music, and my kids would swim all day long. So I would say my house is what I would say. Like my house, so much food, so much fun, so much music. Oh my God, so many good times. We had like a blow up slide that would like go into my pool. I don't know if you remember that. But
Sounds safe.
No, it wasn't safe. I can't even believe I let that happen, but I did. And my kids would like go down it. Like, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. So much fun. When we put that pool in, we didn't know. And it was the best thing we ever did. We got so much use out of it. And with Jaden, with his baseball teams, we would always have like the parties. And this one time, Tom was like, hey, you want a hot dog? To this kid. And the kid was like, yeah. And the kid was probably like 6. And Tom's like, jump in the pool and get wet, and then I'll give you a hot dog. And the kid runs and jumps in the pool. And the dad's like, he can't swim. Yes, dead serious. So then Tom jumps in his clothes to get this poor kid out of the pool. Like, oh my God. Yeah. I could not tell you. JoJo would go in the pool. Like I would literally be putting an arm floaty on JoJo, and I would turn around to get the other arm floaty, and she would be in the pool. We would have to jump in the pool and get her like so many times. But yes, I'm going with my backyard pool. Okay.
Love that. Why not? Any other Omaha shout outs that I didn't ask about but that you would want to recommend to your listeners?
Been there in so long. Okay. Any other Omaha shout outs? Yes. Okay. DJ's Dugout. I love DJ's Dugout. Yes. Okay. Dave and Buster's, but they have Dave and Buster's here. But I do like Dave and Buster's there. I feel like Bobby's Dancewear.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like I started taking JoJo there when she was little. She couldn't even talk. And then we would always like bring the workers like treats and cookies and stuff. And we'd go in and get JoJo new dance clothes, and still close with them, still text them. So Bobby's Dancewear, I would give them a shout out. And Garden Ridge. But it's not called Garden Ridge now. It's called like At Home, I believe. It's the best store ever. There's one like an hour here that I went to get. I don't know if you guys saw my house for Christmas. I got those rainbow Christmas trees there. Yeah, I took JoJo's Tesla and I filled it with Christmas stuff. At Home is like the best store ever. Yeah.
You ready to do some LA recommendations?
Yeah, I'm excited to see if these like what the difference is. Okay.
All right, best pizza. I think we covered that. Not at a grocery store.
Not at a grocery store, and they don't have Casey's here. Gosh, best pizza here. It's called Big Mama and Papa's Pizza. That's my favorite. And if you've ever seen it on the Food Network, it's the one that's like they have the huge one, and they deliver it on top of a car.
Stop it.
Yeah. One time we'll do that one time. Okay.
Best fries here in LA.
Best fries? Oh my God. See, the food here is not the same. It is just not. The best fries. I don't even know. Nate, best fries? Oh, the one place. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. If you got one, you can tell me. Okay, there's this place at the Americana, and it's called like the Potato Hut, I think, or something. And they have like tater tots, French fries, and potato chips. And you can pick your flavors. You can put like cheese salt on them, barbecue salt, salt and vinegar salt. And the cheese salt is so good. It's like the cheese and Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Ooh.
You know, it's like that cheese salt.
Okay.
That place is really, really, really good. It's like a little hut. I don't think it's called the Potato Hut. It's called like the potato something. Yes.
Okay, it's time for a fancy steak dinner. Where are you going?
Mastro's. Yeah, it's incredible. Like, it's the best out here. You want to know something funny?
Yeah.
They serve Omaha steaks.
No.
Yes.
No way.
What? You can't make it
Sure.
up. It's like this bougie place. It's like there's one in Beverly Hills and there's one in Malibu, like right on the beach. Omaha steaks.
Wow.
And they have a penthouse. It's called the Penthouse. And they have like this patio and you can go sit outside and you can have dinner and you can like look over the streets. And we used to go there a lot when we filmed Dance Moms. It was kind of like our I Survived the Week. Let's go to Mastro's. Okay. So this one night we went there and we're sitting on the patio and there's this guy sitting across from us and he has this box and he opens it up and he has like these weird things in there. I don't know what they were. And he literally was having dinner with somebody that wasn't there. It was the craziest thing I ever saw in my whole life. And I said to the waitress, I was like, what's going on over there? And she's like, we don't know. Yeah, it was crazy. And we were like trying to take pictures on our phone. But yeah, but that place is the best. I love it. We go there after award show, every holiday, like Father's Day, we just went there. We took everyone there for Christmas Eve. It's the best, I promise.
Best burger.
Oh, best burger in California. Okay. In-N-Out. For sure. 1,000% In-N-Out. It sounds so lame because it's like fast food. Like, but if you've never been to In-N-Out, yeah, it's incredible. And their cheese is so good.
Oh.
Yeah. I love their cheese. I always get cheese fries, cheeseburger. Oh my gosh, I'm addicted to cheese. I have like cheesecake, cheese fries, cheese sticks, cheese pizza, like for a whole meal. So good. I love it.
Okay, best salad dressing, or we'll modify this like condiment add-on. Anything out here that you're like, I need this. Maybe the salt.
So it's really crazy that you say salt because today we went to lunch at this Mexican restaurant and I ordered guacamole. And I was like to the lady, can I get some salt, please? And now they bring it to you in like these little packets. So you have to like open up the packet and I'm like putting it on the guacamole. And Tom's like, you sure like salt on everything? I was like, what's blah? And so like the salt. Yeah. Okay. It's weird. Like since they don't have queso here, I've gotten strangely addicted to guacamole.
Oh.
So I'm going to go guacamole. Yeah.
Okay.
And I've tried to make it and I'm not good at making it at all. I don't know how to buy a ripe avocado from a rotten avocado. So I'm not successful in that at all. I just don't get it. So guacamole with a lot of lime and a lot of salt.
Okay, this is next on the list. We already know how you feel, but maybe you want to say it again for the people in the back.
People in the back.
Best queso or cheese sauce.
Doesn't exist. Wait, you can go to the grocery store and you can get in a can. Frito-Lay, like jalapeno cheddar dip. That's like it out here. There's no nacho cheese. It's the weirdest thing. Like I just don't. Yeah. Why is it so hard? Oh my God. It's like so sad. Like Chili's, but that's not like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Womp womp.
Mm-mm.
If we're not bringing them to you after driving 17 hours from Milara's in Omaha, if you're in Los Angeles, where's the best place for mozzarella sticks? Applebee's.
Applebee's. Okay. I have to figure this out because there has to be an answer, but I just don't feel like there is an answer. There's just not. It's so not comparable. Yeah. It's really sad. It's just not comparable. No, I can't give it to them.
Maybe they have a great mall here that you like to go to.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
Or a place to shop? Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of really, really beautiful malls here. Like there's the outdoor malls. There's like the Grove and the Americana, and they're the most incredible places ever. And like when we did Dance Moms, we lived across the street from the Grove. So we went there every night. We went there for dinner. The girls walked around. So incredible. And then we moved to Glendale and we lived by the Americana. And so we would walk there every night. And there's just beautiful. There's like fountains and there's Christmas lights year round. It's just these most magical places. And it's outside. So coming from Nebraska where everything is inside, it's like just to be able to shop outside and walk around and you hear the fountains in the background. It's phenomenal.
Nice. It's time for groceries. Where are you going?
Here? Okay.
Or are you going somewhere to get groceries?
It's just so hard here because of what I'm used to. So I go to Bristol Farms to get fruit because their fruit is the best. I love it. We also get steaks there. Their steaks are incredible. And we're picky because like we're from Omaha, okay? So we go to Bristol Farms for that. But then I go to Ralph's for like the other stuff. Like, it sounds crazy, but JoJo has a particular kind of ramen noodle that she likes. So it's hard to find. And like, there's certain bread that we like. And so I like to get all that at Ralph's. I like to go to Walmart because they have a lot of choices. They have a lot of choices of like fruit snacks and chips and frozen pizza. And my kids like Lunchables. Like, they have like those little, they have a lot of cereal. If there's a new cereal, they have it. But the only Walmart is like 30 minutes away from me. So 30 minutes in both directions. Like, there's not a close Walmart for me. There's another store here called Ralph's that's like okay, but it's just not, and like, it's just, yeah.
Okay, let's say it's the weekend.
Okay.
Here in California.
Okay.
Are you at home, or is there something you'd recommend doing?
Well, here in California, with our schedule, it doesn't matter if it's a Wednesday or a Saturday, okay? Because on a Wednesday night, we could be having an event and going to Mastros, and then on Saturday night, we could have nothing to do, and we could be watching the Hollywood Complex on Amazon Prime Video, So, like, yeah, but like here, if you want to do something, there's something to do all the time. You can go to the beach, you can go walk around Beverly Hills, you could go take a tour, you can go, there's millions of museums, there's so much to do here, but it just depends on what our schedule is.
Any shout outs, places you want to raise up here in LA?
Places I want to
haven't
raise
mentioned
up. Okay, yeah. Okay, I like Pink's Hot Dogs.
Okay.
I like to take people there. It's a really fun place to go to. I like Hollywood Boulevard because if you've never been there, it's like something cool to see. I like those double-decker tour bus things. I like to take people on those. I love that. One time I took my in-laws on that, and then we were like all cold and we were all tired. So I just called us an Uber and I'm like, it's over. We're done. It was great. I love Santa Monica Pier. Like, if you've never been to the beach and you've never seen the ocean, the Santa Monica Pier is the most magical place to see it. And then I like to take people to that pier, and then I like to drive them up the coast a little bit to like Malibu where it's quiet and it's nice, and then let them get out of the car and do that. But yeah, I mean, even like City Walk is fun here. I like to take people there. There's a lot of fun things to do here. So much stuff.
Jess recommends.
Jess recommends. Yes. So Jess recommends all those beautiful places in California. But I think in life, I've been fortunate to live in Nebraska, which is definitely in the middle of the Midwest. And then to be able to come out here and to live in California, from living in an apartment complex with JoJo all by ourselves to living in a house with my family. I've gotten to experience a lot of it out here. And I know a lot of people in Nebraska, like I was definitely one of those people in the Midwest that I would be like, oh, I would be afraid to go to California. Have no fear. You can do it. Everybody out here is just like everybody else. And don't be afraid to visit, and don't be afraid to try it out.
Love that.
Thank you. It's so magical. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast today. And I hope you enjoyed hearing about Nebraska and hearing about California and LA, two of my very, very favorite places. And thank you so much for watching. And please subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you next week. Bye.